role-playing game in Lunar, a Silver Star. Style, one player, classic role-playing game. Special features, in tracks, save, and 3-game battery backup. Created by Working Design, available on Sega CD. Alex was just like any other youth in his age, except for his obsession with the lives of the four heroes, and a tale of how they rose up and defeated Lunar and defended Lunar against the vile force. Alex spent hours daydreaming before the monument of the Dragon Master died. What of the heroes who had fallen in battle? If only he and his friends could be part of such an exciting and noble cause. Little could Alex know that he was about to get his wish. Lunar welcomes players on an adventure with Alex and his 3 loyal friends, Ramus, the strange winged creature, Nall, and Luna, his childhood sweetheart. Our fearless foursome is about to embark on a journey that will unravel the secrets of the past and once again match the forces of truth against those of evil. Created in classic role-play style, Lunar centers around an intriguing plot that brings together our 4 heroes with 4 additional characters, Nash, Mia, Kyle, and Jessica. Your party varies throughout the game from 1 to 6 players as you try to rescue the 4 dragons and the goddess Athena. In addition, depth and plot twists in the storyline. Each of the 8 characters possesses their own unique magic spells and fighting abilities that become necessary for survival. If you wish to take a break, a unique save feature lets you save in your tracks at any time. However, the compelling story and huge variety of spells, items, and enemies are sure to keep any role-playing game fan glued to the screen. Frost, the Rebel Gamer, said, Concept 9, Graphics 8, Sound 8, Playability 8, Entertainment 7, Overall Rating 8. The Sega CD has its first interactive role-playing game. And not only is Lunar a role-playing game, but it turned out to be a good role-playing game. The cinemas are an unexpected surprise, but the look of the characters on the screen are too cartoonish by comparison. The sound is a high point. Some characters even speak to you, but the point doesn't fit the mood of the game. It's rare to find a role-playing game that truly challenges you mentally without being difficult to figure out. Lunar succeeds. However, if you do not form just the right job, you could be stuck in one place for hours. Paul, the pro player, said, Concept 9, Graphics 7, Sound 9, Playability 9, Entertainment 9, Overall Rating 8.75. With the memory capabilities of CD-ROM, a big and in-depth role-playing game is what I expect. And that's what you get with Lunar. Although the entire look is similar to any other role-playing game, this game has some cool elements. The storyline is corny but excellent. And the ever-changing characters in your party are really awesome. The huge mazes and challenging puzzles are the final factors that make this role-playing game one of the best. Finally, it's an awesome role-playing game for the Sega CD. Anyone who remotely likes role-playing games should have this for their system. Rick, the Video Ranger, said, Concept 9, Graphics 8, Sound 8, Playability 9.5, Entertainment 9. Overall Rating 8.75. Lunar is a classic role-playing game taking advantage of CD capabilities to achieve a long and interactively designed storyline to surprise and delight the most jaded player. Reminiscent of Phantasy Star 3, cinemas helped the plot along when important characters appear or when significant achievements occur. The CD music is mostly a waste. The CD music is mostly a waste, but the voices are good and the opening song is great. Excellent playability features include to save virtually anywhere in the game and the artificial intelligence allowing the computer to handle your fights. I'm still waiting for the perfect role-playing game, but Lunar will do nicely until it comes along. Awesome cinnamons are featured throughout the game. Nash's powerful Thundershot spell blasts the warlock's name inspired. In his quest to become a Dragon Master, Alex conquers the Guardians in Alfena's palace. Lunar features close-quarter combat as well as long-range attacks. Party challenges Ignobia multi-armed attacks. Alex, Ramus, and Luna meet the White Dragon. And I was reading those things from down here during the little scene that you can see. On the bottom, you can even see this. In the village of Berg, Alex, Ramus, and Luna and Null go on a quest to become Dragon Master, like Alex's hero, Dragon Master Dyne. A Dragon Master is one who receives the dragon armor from the 4 dragons and Alfena's sword to protect the goddess Alfena. Only he who has the green eyes can be appointed Dragon Master. Alex, the one with the green eyes, is son of Noah. Alex is the main character in Lunar. Luna, supposedly daughter of Noah, is the best singer and is most beautiful throughout the known land, even the frontier, where the goddess's light does not shine. She leaves Alex's party early in the game because when you travel to a far away city, she misses her parents and leaves to take care of them. Ramus is a fat, lazy slob that has absolutely nothing going for him. Who cares why he leaves the game? But if you want to know why, then play it. Later on in the game, Ramus, after he leaves your party, gets a job in the biggest city in Merivia as the best store clerk. Null is a strange flying creature. He doesn't fight in the game, but gives you advice. He never leaves Alex's party. Nobody knows exactly what he is. Could he be the son of Quark, the White Dragon, that you receive your first dragon armor from? Every year there is a goddess festival, a time in which the best singers in the village sing for the goddess Athena. The goddess is said to have the best voice, but her beauty is said to surpass it. The 4 dragon masters that saved Athena long ago were Master Dyne, Master Mel, Master Lemia, and Master Galleon. Master Dyne is said to have died after Athena ordered him to seal off the Black Dragon's cave. Once you are in Vane, a floating city, you hear a rumor that the goddess is not in her castle. It is on the land in human form. Could this be? Later on, when you talk to Master Galleon, he hears you met the White Dragon, Quark, and wants to meet him. When you see Quark, Master Galleon fights the White Dragon to death. Galleon vanishes. When Alex returns, Master Mel is turned into stone and Lemia cannot be found. When she is found, her memory and magic powers are lost. Why did Galleon do this? Because he was mad at Athena for giving Dyne such an impossible task. He frees the vile tribe and their leader, Ignobia, which Athena put away long ago. Galleon kidnaps the villagers with good voices so he can find and put a spell under Athena to help them. Mia, Kyle, Jessica, and Nash join the party. Mia, because she needs to break the spell on her mom, Lemia. Ness, because he likes Mia. Jessica, because she needs to break the spell on her dad, Master Lamel. And Kyle, because he likes Jessica. And Alex needs to save Luna. You meet a guy named Liak, which you find out later is Master Dine in disguise. Exnovia turns him to stone. Now you have to save him. Later on, you meet your father again, when he is in danger from Galleon. He tells you long ago, when he helped Master Dine told him to take a child and take the strange pet, no questions asked, which are now known as Luna and Nall. Once Alex's party finds a way in Althena's castle, they go to the top floor and meet Althena's angel guards to get Althena's sword, so he can become Dragon Master. The guards challenge only Alex to see if he is worthy for Althena's sword. After you win the battle, the guards say that the goddess is Luna. The goddess is Luna. And Nall is the son of Quark. He is a baby dragon. You have to go to a place called the Grindery and defeat Exnovia and Galleon. It will be tough, since Galleon put Luna, the goddess. I'm going to go to the very end part to help explain to you more about this game, and don't watch this if you don't want to know how the game ends, because I'm going to beat it. So if you don't want to know how it ends, just don't watch the game. Now I am in a palace here. This is Nall, the dragon, son of Quark. This is Jessica. This is Mia. This is Kyle. This is Nash, and this is Alex. Now, with every person, you have unique magic powers, such as this. It's easier to show you while I'm in battle, so I'll show you while I'm in battle. And every person has unique magic powers, and each person has a status, such as all these. This. And every person has different status and equipment and items. So equipment would be such as this. And if you want to try dragon armor, Kyle, or not Kyle, but Alex, the one that I'm on right now, has the dragon armor, Althena's sword right there, the dragon helmet, the dragon armor, the dragon shield, and the dragon wings as armor. Now I'm going to go in this locked room. I found the key long ago. Go in. Now I'm going to go down, although it's rolling. It's supposed to really go up. It's just going down. It's really supposed to go up. And now I'm going to go up and meet. Well, you'll see what happens. This is Luna, that face on the square. This face right there is the face of Luna. Each person that talks is that face. Any important person has a face like that. If it's not an important person, that's not what the face looks like. There's no face there. So right now it's Luna talking, maybe. Uh-oh. I'll talk to her again now. Or try something else. Now that face right there in the corner, it's Nall that's talking, so you can tell it's Nall. Now I'll talk to her again. Ah, looks like she changed shape. Who is it, I wonder? Ignovia? Now I'm going to have to defeat Ignovia, but she's going to change shape and turn into like an octopus thing. Now I have to attack her now. That thing is Ignovia in a different shape. Now I'll use one of my magic. I have all these magics that I got. In my best magic is the holy light, which does cause a lot of magic when you put an SP at the bottom and hit HP, which means that's quite a difference. Fly by air is the best for her, although it takes a lot of magic points. Attack. One light right there. Fly by air. That's the thunder shot too. Now his skill, Civilian, is best. I'll use her fly by air again, and she can just attack. That was just Civilian. That's totally like it. An attack. And thunder shot two from that. That's just an attack. That's fly by air. Now that's Novia's magic to use an up. Now I'm only going to attack seconds. I don't want to waste my magic points now because I think it's almost dead. Uh-oh. Now she used magic on us. That's very bad. I beat her now. I beat Ignovia herself. Now she is dead. Now she's done. She's dead now.
became a dragon master. How endearing. You come to fight for the soul of your dear Luna, but you're too late. I'm already in control. about it. Face it, you don't stand a chance, Dragon Boy.
Now I'm going to have to attack him. My bullet legs.
Prepare to die.
Uh-oh. The angel card.
finished with you yet. You'll never make it out of here alive, Dragon Boy. Cower in fear as I demonstrate my true power.
we'll have to use my magic now. I don't have any. Yes, I could.
power shields you from my spells. Don't come any closer. Stay there. No, get back. Get away. One more step and you die. Luna! You. It's really you. I was trapped in a terrible nightmare. It was dark and I was so cold and alone. But I never doubted that you would come and rescue me. Not even for a minute. Oh, Alex. Alex.
And Tempest on the horse. Jessica with Kyle. Mia and Nash. That's right in the middle and all his clerks that are helping him. That is Riak, or Master Gunn. That's Alice and Luna.
The day of Prince Sandor's wedding to Lady Elaine has finally arrived. Dignitaries from all parts of the Four Kingdoms flocked to the royal event, for the young prince promised to be an important leader. But as the ceremony advanced, an insidious plot was unfolding.
I do so promise. And do you, lady?
I do so promise.
In a forgotten corner of the universe, a fierce battle was fought using mechanized technology so destructive it lay waste to an entire solar system. A lone mechanized warrior, his guidance systems damaged and pilot dead, shot away from the turbulent battle space. Destination unknown. After untold ages, the berserker entered the space of a planet abundant with unsuspecting life and ignorant of technology. Programmed only for death, the machine set about destroying everything in its path. It took the combined resources of the 5 mightiest wizards to divide and seal the power of the fearsome weapon. The damage inflicted on this small world was great, and many details of the assault were lost. However, even after a millennium had passed, people still spoke in awe.
It came from space more than a millennium before. 2 tons of advanced technology, programmed only for destruction. The 5 mightiest wizards of the land joined forces and drew away the power of the battle machine, dividing the power into 5 orbs and sealing the armor away from humanity. Now the Danik Empire has partially duplicated this fearsome mechanized technology, creating a deadly army of metal warriors programmed for world domination. The only hope for salvation is to find the legendary orbs and restore power to the armor that nearly destroyed the planet more than 1,000 years before. Join Sandor as he begins a quest that will take him from the depths of Magma Isle to the terrifying heights of Dractor. Fight over 1,000 types of monsters. Explore towns and enjoy exciting CD animation scenes as you pursue the orbs that will activate the legendary armor bay. But will the armor save his world or destroy it forever? And since I couldn't find, since the game review magazine had been thrown away, I might find it or buy it somewhere else. So I had to read off this. I had to read off this CD casing, and you can see this is where I read it, some scenes there. As you can see right there, monsters pretty far off. This is the very beginning, so you probably saw that in the opening scene. This is the end guy, but I'm not going to tell you who it is.
At last, the day had arrived. Prince Sandor and Lady Liz would exchange vows before the most important dignitaries of the world's rulers. Thus, the power and promises of the kingdom of Loran would be confirmed for another generation. However, the young prince was to have a rude awakening. With power comes responsibility, and Prince Sandor was soon to learn that the hard way. For you see, as the wedding ceremony advanced, The bloodthirsty Danik Empire was about to execute a ruthless surprise attack on Lorath, using mechanized technology never before seen. As they spoke their wedding vows, the silence of the cathedral was shattered by sounds of light energy ripping Mortar apart. Prince Sandor was knocked unconscious and Lady Elin was captured by the Danik army. Where did enemy warriors come from? Legends of old spoke of a fierce mechanical warrior that resembled these units, but that had been sealed for over a millennium. And it was only one. Danik had assembled thousands of mechanized warriors. Sandor was soon to discover that his only hope for recovering his bride and stopping this insane advance of the Danik Empire was about to execute a ruthless...
Dad said to turn it down.
Go ahead, close the door then. Was about to execute. And it's my time. Hey Dad, we just want to get out of here, it's my time! Where do these enemy warriors come from? Legends of a old spoke of a fierce, mechanical warrior that resembled these units, but that had been sealed for over a millennium. And it was only one. Danik had assembled thousands of mechanized warriors. Sandor was soon to discover that his only hope for recovering his bride and stopping the insane advance of the Danik Empire was to find the 5 orbs the magicians of Sealing created to seal the legendary armor of Vi. But will the armor save his world or destroy it forever? Sandor. A savage attack on his father's kingdom and the kidnapping of the lovely Lady Elin throws him headlong into the quest that will take him from the depths of Magwell to the heights of the bloodthirsty Danik Empire. Is he prepared to pay the price of world salvation? Elin. Found unconscious at the castle gates of Lorath, this fetching beauty has no knowledge of her identity or past. She is taken in by an elder of the king's court, where she met and fell in love with the Prince of Lorath. Her happy future is about to be cut short by her mysterious past. Paddle. This hyper-enthusiastic bundle of energy is a serious disciple of the wise man Otto. His years studying under Master Otto have given him knowledge on a wide range of useful subjects. But he has a habit of speaking first and thinking later that Otto has it to break. Don't let his eyes fool you. He is a powerful warrior with good magic abilities. Rachel. This leather-clad mercenary loves nothing more than to be in the thick of battle, a talented fighter with limited magic abilities. She makes her living fighting for hire. When not under contract, she practices her deadly skills on legendary monsters. PJ. Prudence Dirisa. Although being quite young, is a quite powerful magician. Her magical powers could come in handy on Sandor's quest. In fact, if he is not careful, Sandor may just become her first love. Links. This mysterious bard loves hosting good old-fashioned sing-alongs. Unfortunately, he seems like a half-dead grog. Fortunately, he is quite talented with the blade, and his magic power is well developed. Now, will he join your quest, or just sing about it? Jill. As ruler of the Danik Empire, his single-minded ambition is conquest of the world. The Bay armor is the key to his plan, and his forces seek it relentlessly. But is he a pawn in a much larger game? Kinsey. She commands the pirates of Exeter Village. Never underestimate this woman. She is probably the toughest warrior you'll ever meet. And there are the pictures of Sandor, Elin, Toggle Rachel, PJ or Prudence Fiersa, Lynx, Geo, and Kinsey. Now, in this game, you have a status, levels, you can go through experience levels. Sorry, but this game reviews was not very well put together, because I'm laughing, I'm sure this will be taped over. So, they have items you can use, such as Wizard's Robe, Strange Brew, Manticore, Firebomb, and Bomb, Halberd. Weapons, you can use weapons such as Halberd, Large Harp as a shield, arm, like a arm gauntlet thing, a moon bracelet, your body, bronze armor, head, bard's hat, other lotus, and you have saved in your tracks features. So you can save anywhere you are without you start over at the very beginning. Some of the magic spells Sandor can use are Bomb, which is healing, level 1 recovery for hit points, 10 magic points it takes. Blaze, which is fire, more powerful than Flame, 10 magic points. And Flame is fire, engulfs enemies in a ball of fire, 5. Lynx's magic is Alakazam, is assist magic, escape from combat in dungeons, 100 magic points. Bomb is a heal, level 1 recovery for hit points, 10 magic points. Freezer, assist, prevents enemies from using magic, 25 magic points. Narcosis, assist, puts enemies to sleep, 20 magic points. Newman, heal, level 2 recovery for hit points, 40 magic points. Restore, heal, level 3 recovery hit points. Level 3 recovery, power, 4 hit points. 80 magic points. Vilcus, heal, cures abnormal status to normal. And Paddle, Bomb, level 1 recovery hit points. Befuddle, assist, confuses enemies. And Vilcus, returns character status to normal, heal. Rachel, just the only thing she can use is Bomb. Paddle can use more, but I already said it. Like Bomb, Befuddle, Blaze, Flame, Freezer, Narcosis, Vilcus. PJ, Bomb, Befuddle, Blaze, Blitz with his Earth spell. Group, Lightning Attack, 40 hit points. Flame, Newman, Elbow, Lightning Bolt. Earth, more powerful than Shock, 30 points. Restore, Shock, Earth, Lightning Attack, 15 magic points. Malibu, Fire, more powerful than Blaze, 20 magic points. Focus. Kinsey can use Alakazam and Shock. And, they have basic weapons. These are not nearly all the weapons there are, but Whistle Dagger, Battle Claw, Silver Knife, Short Sword, Shock Whip, Hellborn Axe, Short Bow, Mystic Rod, Dragon Shield, Dragon Blade, Night Helm, Beyblade, Bard's Hat, Rune Armor, Linen Clothes, Gauntlet, Thorn Bracelet, Vey Helm, Vey Glove, Vey Shield, Vey Armor, Fairy Loafers, Hawk's Wing, Royal Cloak, Herbal Extract, Gnome Sand, Strange Brew, Sprite Ribbon, Exostone, Holy Boots, Manticore, Puppy's Dance, Slickstone, and I could, they have stuff written about each of these, but I'm going to read about the Vey Armor first. I'm not even going to read about the other stuff. Vey Blade. This is part of the legendary Vey Armor. It is said to have the greatest attack power in the universe. Vey Helm. Little concrete information is known about the legendary helmet. However, it is said to increase your intelligence, and both your offensive and defensive power. Vey Glove. Legend has it that one cannot wield the Vey Blade without wearing the Vey Glove. Vey Shield. This shield is so strong that nothing can break it. And again, no human has ever used it either. Bay armor. This armor was sealed by the 5 magicians of Bay. It has tremendous protective and attack power. Unfortunately, you must have the 5 hidden orbs to activate them. Read the translation notes.
Here, get up. Get up. Get up.
Well, here we are again, and unfortunately we still have only one page worth of the translation notes. But I'll try to make the best use of the space we have and fill you in on Bay behind the scenes. For Bay, quite a bit was changed from the Japanese version to improve the overall game. We added spy animation into some of the backgrounds in combat, like moving clouds, flickering torches, and the faces in the castle that move. We added 2 audio events, the Romulus and Wind Elemental events, where these characters actually speak from the CD. Also, at the end of the game, the 2 closing events were modified from text only to voice enhanced. There were also various scenario plot changes, like the gold vortex, that are too numerous to mention individually. With Bay, we christened the maiden voyage of our new digital editing sync system. We are now able to record and edit audio 100% digitally. In addition, we feed in all the video with video for the animations to a computer. It then can be played in full sync with up to 16 individual tracks of audio. This gives us tremendous control over the placement and layering of sound effects. And since all the levels in mix control are automated, the time spent on mixing, adjusting relative audio levels of FX, voice, etc. to create the final stereo audio selection is vastly reduced. What this means for you, the player, is that animations will feature more sound effects and better lip sync in the animation scenes. Which brings me to the final point. Even with the best sync at the mixed down stage, the audio may be slightly out of sync occasionally when you play the game. This has to do with the seat time. The time it takes to find audio on the disc. Since it varies from time to time, the audio can be off by up to 1/4 of a second, which we try to minimize. But it can be annoying. Just rest assured that we will continue testing out new methods to try to reduce or eliminate this little annoyance. So, then I hope this page will be as informative as the one in Lunar. We'll keep making the games if you want. We'll keep making the games you want as long as you keep buying them. Remember, we're nothing without you. And this happens to be my second favorite game. Lunar Sprite is the best. But if you're a person that likes more challenging action stuff, this game is for you. But like I said in the Game Informer magazine, this game will make any person that doesn't like RPGs like them. Some people that just play it from like the end of Danic Empire, they don't like it because it's too hard. They didn't have enough experience at playing it. Anyway, so I'm sure that I'm not going to be this tape is the actual game reviews tape. I guess it was like...
These are the golden lands of Cheshire. Lands which were secure and prosperous via the equal radiance of both the brilliant warmth of lightness and the elusive mystical darkness. There were beautiful valleys of rich soil. There were castles of great strength and charm. And the people of Cheshire were very happy. Sabrina, the goddess of daylight, and Ahriman, the dark god of night, both gave life to this land, ruled by the great and good King Rashan. King Rashan dictated that the people of Cheshire would be heard by the rulers of many individual kingdoms, and all was well within the wondrous mountains and the lovely seas. The king's high priest, Zahar, was charged with the task of administering this peace to fulfill the people's dreams of freedom, to encourage celebration of the beautiful sunlight that ruled each day. Yet Zahar had plans of his own. You see, Zahar knew of the jealousy of the Dark Ahriman towards Sabrina and her beautiful light, and thus Zahar prepared an evil plan to pit the two gods against each other. The high priest's wicked plan to rule the lands of Cheshire had begun by summoning the powers of darkness and giving life to Ahriman through the use of an ancient and forbidden spell. Sabrina, aware of the sudden change in the peaceful values of the universe, knew that as the goddess of light, she must act quickly to prevent the lands from being consumed in total darkness, as evil would surely reign. Neighboring communities went about their daily chores, attending shop, working the fields, fishing the seas, and the kingdom leaders continued to assist the people in their pursuits of peace and security under the aging yet great King Rashan. Many wondered who would one day be heir to the king's throne, in that the king had no queen and therefore no children. Yet the many kingdoms of Cheshire did not worry, because they were unaware of the universal battle brewing in the heavens above. Meanwhile, Zahar had implemented a forbidden spell that gave human form and eternal life to Ahriman. Zahar and the dark lord of the blackened skies prepared to cover the golden lands of Cheshire in eternal darkness by eliminating his rival, the enlightened goddess of light, Sabrina. Sabrina, having powers as equal to that of Ahriman, prepared for the coming battle. She had enlisted two great leaders of the land and gave great powers to each one of them. One of these leaders was a wise and beautiful warrior named Arma, and the second was a strong and cunning young warrior named Diane. Soon the battle between the goodness of light and the evil darkness became fierce, during which the goddess Sabrina discovered who was responsible for this terrible uprising. Sabrina guided the beautiful Arma to do battle with and kill the evil Zahar, while Diane was directed to enlist the powers of the king's most trusted Grand Wizard, Gilliam. Gilliam, being a Grand Wizard, developed a powerful spell to entrap the evil Ahriman. He imprisoned the now eternal dark monster. Diane had disappeared while assisting Gilliam atop a fearsome dragon, while aiding Gilliam in the capture of Ahriman. The 10,000-day war had ended, and on the 1st, the beautiful warrior was appointed ruler to act as both king and queen to all of Cheshire, successor to the great King Rashan, who was killed in the terrible war. Soon harmony was once again restored, and the people celebrated. Peace, the good teachings of Rashan, and the blessed goodness of light have ruled this land under the great armors for some 300 years now. But suddenly, from out of nowhere, the nightmare of those turbulent years is once again about to return, to unfold unto an entirely new, unsuspecting generation. Which imprisoned Ahriman, the Dark Lord, 300 years ago, is being guarded by an elderly wizard named Veronese. Velanese is the head apprentice to the Grand Wizard Gilliam, who is said to possess the spell of immortality. However, Velanese had dishonored himself by using forbidden spells and brought upon himself the wrath of Gilliam. As a result, punishment was to be forced upon him as his penance.
Velanese, the penalty for using forbidden spells is heavy. From now on, you shall be charged with the task of guarding the Jewel of Darkness.
Guard it, my lord.
That is correct. And for eternity, I shall cast the spell of immortality upon you. After the spell of immortality has been cast upon you, you will be sent to Ring, the dark isle where you shall be sealed off from the outside world. Oh, Velanese, as one of my head apprentices, an example must be set. You will atone for your sins in solitude.
I understand, my lord.
Having the spell of immortality cast upon him, Velanese was sent off to the dark isle of Raven. His life there was not easy. The solitude of eternal life, with not another soul, was true damnation. It was only a matter of time before this solitude turned to hatred towards the rest of the world. It took Velanese 300 years of this hatred to undo the spell that sealed him from the rest of the world. Now, with the dark powers of the sleeping Alderman in his hands, Velanese secretly plans the time to exact his revenge on Gilliam and all of Cheshire. Through the use of ancient sorcery that he mastered during his 300-year exile, Velanese has now become the Dark Wizard. Spent, the descendants of the first beautiful boy and his soldiers were forced from their kingdom to the remote lands of Quinton. Thus began the Dark Wizard Velanese's monstrous revenge.
The darkness beyond the night. In a more peaceful time, the Grand Wizard was the keeper of the Jewel of Darkness, which contained the spirit of the dark god Arliman. Gilliam was the greatest of wizards and trained many disciples, best of whom was the master apprentice, Velanese. But Velanese betrayed the principles of his training and began practicing forbidden spells. Hearing about this, Gilliam summoned Velanese and imposed a severe punishment on him. Velanese was cast under a spell of immortality and banished to the island of Vidiosa, where he was to guard the Jewel of Darkness for all time. Although Arliman was trapped in the Jewel of Darkness, the evil was being emanated from the jewel and tainted Velanese. 300 years of solitude twisted Velanese, and made him hungry for revenge on Gilliam and Cheshire. The very world he was charged to keep safe from Arliman. Belanice used his forbidden knowledge to summon the 4 elemental demons from his own body, and ordered them to wage war on Cheshire, while he made preparations to break the seal of the Jewel of Darkness and free Arliman. The 4 demons gathered unto themselves creatures of evil and swept across Cheshire, destroying kingdoms and armies with their overwhelming power. The kingdom of Quentin was the last stronghold of the power of light in all Cheshire. King Wynert VIII waged a desperate battle to force the Tark troops back, but he himself was killed in the battle. Cheshire desperately needed a successor to come forward and lead the last warriors of light against the 4 elemental demons, and eventually against Belanice himself. If the dark wizard Belanice cannot be stopped in time, he will break the seal on the jewel and free Arliman, and darkness will spread over Cheshire, and night will rule eternally. Armor. The son and heir to the throne of King Wynert VIII, Armor has lost more than just the world of Cheshire to Belanice. He intends to pay Belanice back in kind for his actions. Robin. Robin is known throughout the land as the finest warrior in Cheshire. She has pledged her life to defend Cheshire, and now her pledge is going to bring her face to face with the man who would destroy Cheshire, the Dark Wizard. Aemon. Aemon is the ruler of Cheshire's undead, and he intends to show Belanice that only one person rules the night. Aemon, the king of vampires. Crystal. The enchantress Crystal has been tricked by Belanice to do his work for him. Now Crystal has decided to redeem herself by the only means possible. Destroy Belanice. Dawn rises over Quentin Castle. You stand in the battlements to survey the lay of the land. Your troops are already out on the field awaiting your orders. There is only a certain amount of time before Belanice will destroy Cheshire by summoning Arliman from the Jewel of Darkness, and you can't afford to be too hasty. Belanice's elemental demons will destroy you and your troops unless you have the skill it takes to outmaneuver them. Before you give orders to attack, take a look at your resources. You are off to be the Dark Wizard. These are epic times for the people of Cheshire. The kingdom of Quentin is the last stronghold in all of Cheshire against the forces of darkness. But Quentin's king has been killed in battle. Cheshire desperately needs a successor to come forward and lead the warriors of light against the forces of darkness, and eventually against the Dark Wizard himself. If you fail, darkness will surely reign Cheshire forever. Play your way through as one of your main characters. See the development of your army firsthand as everyone gains experience, points, and levels. Stunning cinematics set the stage for this multi-layered heroic struggle. Outfit the party to defeat the forces of darkness with hundreds of items, including weapons, equipments, and potions. Enjoy hours of strategic combat only on the Sega CD. Here are some of the scenes, scenarios, and that I read from. kingdom of Quentin, there are 4 possible rulers of the Holy Army to be chosen. Robin, a skilled horsewoman and a powerful warrior. Armor the 9th. The descendant of King Weinrich, Armor the 8th. Aemon, a strong vampire with a dark and evil plan of his own. And Crystal, a powerful sorceress whose obsession is to avenge her murdered sister by slaying Berenice, the dark wizard. Be careful, because according to the ruler you choose, you may not have such a good ending. Each ruler has a different background, and therefore can summon different species of monsters, chaos, neutral, or lawful. The same goes for humans, elves, and dwarves when they change classes. There are 4 different rulers of the demon army to defeat, that you must defeat. Arcana, demon of earth. Aqua, demon of water. Sheena, demon of air. And Hellfire, demon of fire. You must defeat these 4 demons before you may be sent to the Dark Isle of Raven to defeat Berenice. As in many war simulations, the game starts out slow, but keep playing it. Not long after the first battle in Quentin is over, the game begins to advance. With time, your characters, monster and human, will gain enough experience levels to gain a class. When this happens, the characters transform into stronger and more powerful beings. Bishops and mages can also learn spells with each new level that is earned. But that is not all. There are also many cities in the land of Cheshire. Some are hidden, but most are out in the open. In most towns, you have a choice to go to many areas in the town. Some of them are pawn shops, herb shops, and weapon shops. Others are places to gain information about an essential item you might need. And in most cities, someone will ask you a favor or a reward in return. Maybe you'll even find some special characters to join your army if you pay attention to the villagers. Good luck on defeating Berenice. You'll
Carvings upon the great stone wall at Shikra tell of a time beyond memory, a time of world-shattering war, when the brave and the desperate rose up against the 3 masters of evil. They were Morgul, lord of beasts, who sent savage armies over the land. Necros, master of war, who incited all men to rage eternally. And Orr, the overlord, who blackens the world with his foul magic. Men and elves, dwarves and beasts, all inhabitants of the world were locked in hopeless, fevered battle against a black fate. Raging like a great fire, insanity swept across the land with the ferocity unmatched in all of history. But when at last the smoke had cleared, the masters of evil had suffered a crushing defeat. Humiliated, they retreated to a place outside of time, and a black seal was crafted to prevent their return. Of all who fought, only 3 returned to tell the story, a dwarf, an elf, and a human. Though their names were lost in the mists of time, their labor stands yet today, for the black seal holds fast, protecting mankind from certain destruction at the hand of the Overlord.
I've got you there, you little criminal! Surrender!
up on the sick, eh? Get ready for the big surprise!
Oh man, I biffed it. Again. Well, at least I managed to get his head. It has to be worth something. I wonder if I'm even cut out to be a bounty hunter at all. But if I don't get some cash soon, I'm going to be in big trouble. There's got to be another bounty I can go after. My luck's got to change soon. Wow, a city. Maybe I can sell that head down there. Trader Chinks, new, used, and everything in between.
Well, look what the cat dragged in, would you? No, it's no use, bounty girl. Many others have tried, and all have failed. Not my outfits at bad eggs.
Heads? Who said anything about heads? Hey, mister, tell me, where's the action in this town? I'm looking for a big bounty, and I only take the best jobs.
You might be in luck. A new poster just went up on the town's bounty board. A renegade magician selling some bad tricks. Got an uncommon big reward on him.
Great! Thanks for the tip. Move it, coming through, step aside. For the capture of the notorious magician Muttonhead, a reward is offered in the sum of 2 million gold. Woohoo! This is my lucky day! I'm gonna be rich!
In June 1994, the popular gaming magazine Die Hard Game Fan previewed the Japanese version of this game and lavished it with praise, saying, "This is a near-perfect action RPG. Will Popful Mail make its way to the States? I wouldn't hold my breath." There's quite a bit of Japanese text and dialogue, and that deters most US developers. The US developers. Most US developers. The only company currently doing well with such conversions is Working Designs. Who knows, just maybe, they'll add this to their winning lineup. Games like this game are what is needed to keep the Sega CD alive. Game fans had apparently placed a few calls to the Psychic Friends Network because Working Designs was already on the case. They locked up the US rights to this game a few weeks after the preview appeared and began a long and familiar process of translating a Japanese game into English. Working Designs' past efforts have improved their abilities at not only keeping the game storylines interesting, but Americanizing the games with the abundance of humor and pop culture references. Working Design started out translating Japanese games for the NEC TurboGrafx 16 and the TTI Duo, and gained a reputation for excellence by bringing over the cream of the Japanese crop. Kadash, Cosmic Fantasy II, Exile, and Bastille. Those games were for the TurboGrafx 16, not the Sega CD. In 1993, Working Design set the sights to the Sega CD market and released Lunar the Silver Star to rave reviews and record-breaking sales. They followed up the successes of Lunar with Vi, another Sega CD adventure. Now they released their latest guaranteed hit, this game. And we put our social lives on hiatus to play through the game, to pick apart it piece by piece. Male is a spindly, good-natured tomboy elf who's more interested in getting filthy rich than trying to find a nice elf to settle down with. She's hoping to make her fortune as a bounty hunter. Unfortunately, her bounty hunting skills suck. Since beginning her bounty hunting career, she has not captured even one fugitive. But Mill's a scrappy little crappy bounty hunter, and she's not about to give up her dream just because she can't seem to catch any criminals. Rumor has it that Nutcracker and the Gingerbread Grifter gang are in the area, and the Defiant Depot has just posted a cool 500,000 gold bounty for their capture. So, with sword in hand, Mill has set search for Nuts and his cronies. It looks like your luck is about to change, but then again, only you can tell for sure. Hat. This budding magician studied under the world-famous watch of Muttonhead. That is, until Muttonhead turned evil and abandoned him. Since he didn't finish his studies, Pat's magic skills leave a bit to be desired. And armed only with a simple staff, sharp mind, and a polite manner, he's determined to find his wayward mentor. Goth. This freaky little blob lives in the caves just beyond Treesun, where strange goings-on have the locals scared. Although he's armed with sharp claws and can breathe fire in a pinch, Goth is somewhat of a baby, and he slips in and out of referring himself in third person. Although he has wings, they are not useful with much more than helping him jump high. Slick. This gutless wonder seems to have no problem finding new ways to get into trouble, but that's all part of his single-minded goal of having adventures at any cost. Grandpa Slick taught him how to build bombs for common household items, and Slick wastes no time putting this knowledge to use. Glug. Glug is a trend-setting dwarf that lives near the mine sanctuary, crafting trinkets from precious mithril. He has a heart of gold, but is a little dull in the cranial department, as evidenced by the fact that Slick is his best friend. But shortcomings aside, you might find him quite useful in the course of your quest. Muttonhead. Though once a law-abiding, well-respected magician, he's now a fugitive with a huge gold bounty on his head. Don't be fooled by his appearance. He's chock full of dangerous surprises. His current goal is to avoid Tat, as well as any reminders that he was once a good guy. But his master plan remains a mystery. Nutcracker. Nutcracker is the leader of the infamous Gingerbread Grifter gang. He is nimble, modular, and quick to flee if a fight is going badly. Don't judge him by his goofy accent. This is one dangerous criminal, as evidenced by the large bounty offered for his capture. Get ready for a big surprise. Translation notes. Well, we made it. For a while there, I wasn't entirely certain we would. Top of Mail is, without a doubt, the largest conversion task we've ever undertaken. As you probably know by now, the game features almost 3 hours of audio and 39 speaking parts. For that reason, with 2 teams working, it took us about 4 months to complete this project, instead of the usual 2 or 3. In order to fit 3 hours of spoken dialogue and animation audio on a CD that's only designed to hold a bit over 60 minutes and still have room for all that program data, the audio had to be compressed. In the case of Pop Full Mail, two kinds of compression were used. For the game dialogue, where the characters pop up on-screen talk, the 44.1 kHz CD audio was used to mono, reduced to mono. Then, the sampling rate was cut in half to 22.05 kHz, which is about 40% better than telephone line quality, assuming you have a good connection. This reduced the amount of data spaced to 1/4 the size than it would have been if it had been used to full stereo CD audio, which is kind of pointless for dialogue only anyway. For the animation scenes, a higher sampling rate was necessary to accurately produce voice, music, and sound effects that were present in each scene, usually all at the same time. First of all, the audio was again reduced to mono, cutting the sound data in half. Then a dynamic, or flexible, sampling algorithm was used that sampled the frequency and varied from 24 kHz to 38 kHz, depending on the density of the signal it was fed. Using this method for approximately 20 minutes of animation audio reduced the space required for 1/3 of full 44.1 kHz stereo audio. Another thing that helped make this difficult conversion a bit easier was the fact that the dialogue in the game portion did not have to be lip-synced. Instead, the program actually analyzes the waveform passing through it and adjusts the mouth of the character on the screen based on the density of the signal. It works pretty well about 85% of the time. I'm sure you've noticed a few cases of the 15% of the time where it gets confused and looks like a bad version of a Sunday afternoon kung fu movie. But it's an evolving technology, and we'll keep working to make it better. Without it, this project would have been nearly impossible. All the animation scenes, however, were done the old-fashioned way. Actors lip-synced their new dialogue to the characters on the screen, with the usual excellent results. This time around, we made the usual gaggle of changes to make the game better than its Japanese incarnation. The clouds in the Elf Wood stage were made to scroll lazily by to enhance the 3D effect of the level. A game timer was added so that you, the player, could keep track of your best time beating the game. Monster difficulties were adjusted and rebalanced to make the game more challenging, and there were a number of audio events that were text only in the Japanese version. In addition to other smaller changes too numerous to mention. We hope you noticed that by now that this manual is in color, a first for the Sega CD. We fully intend for all our future manuals to be in glorious color. This was the only area of our packaging that we really felt needed improving to match the quality of our foil stamp covers and full color CD labels. Hopefully you like the change. Finally, I'd like to thank all the people who sent in their gamer scorecards for Lunar and Bi, because we've been so busy. Our biannual newsletters have been on hold for about the last year, and I'm certain it feels like a bi-decade newsletter to you. We're working to get it out to you ASAP, because it has all sorts of cool info and special promotional offers like t-shirts, hats, and posters for all our games. Keep sending in your cards. We will get it out. At Working Designs, we want to give you, the gamer, nothing but the best. It's pretty simple, really. Regardless of what others publishers do, if we keep giving you cool games with great packaging and manuals that don't read like marketing department's afterthought, we're sure you'll keep your end to the bargain by buying our stuff. You never lose sight of the fact that we're nothing without you. Thanks. Male has but one dream: money. And she will stop at nothing to get it. She is a bounty hunter and has devoted her life to it. The game starts off with Male chasing a criminal, Nutcracker. He has a $500,000 gold bounty on him. When Nutcracker finally escapes, Male is discouraged until she finds out someone called Muttonhead has a $2 million gold bounty on his capture, dead or alive. Of course, Male goes out on a quest to find him. Soon you may meet someone named Cato. He's also seeking Muttonhead, but for a different reason. He claims to be Muttonhead's student. And the storyline twists on from there. This won't be the last time you see Nutcracker, and you may soon find that you are dealing with forces much more powerful than Muttonhead. Game is an action RPG. This game is an action RPG or action adventure RPG.
not the time for my awakening. Something's gone terribly wrong.
Did you say something, Ruby?
Oh, great. Don't tell me you're hearing voices now.
But...
Hurry up and get the dragon's eye. The time is almost put out on the trap.
Trap? What trap?
This trap!
Why didn't you tell me about that earlier?
I did, but you were too wrapped up in getting the jewel to listen.
Oh yeah, the jewel. Hold on, I've almost got it.
Hurry, hero.
There, I got it.
What's that rumbling?
Oh no, the exit's closing.
Let's get out of here! Oh, hero, don't die on me. You just can't die.
I'm okay, Ruby. It's just a few bruises.
Okay, that's it. No more exploring for us. I've had it. We always end up getting in some sort of trouble.
Shh, Ruby, listen.
What?
Come on, Ruby, let's get out of here. Well, looks like you've caught us in another messy situation. Oh, by the way, if you haven't figured it out, my name is Hero. And the flying cat is named Ruby. She says she's actually a baby red dragon, but I don't know if I quite believe her. She doesn't care though. We've been friends for what seems like forever. My grandfather Gwen is an archaeologist who taught us how to explore ancient ruins like this. Well, not exactly like this. Grandpa'd have a coronary if he saw me in this kind of danger, but you get the idea. I think it's so cool that these dungeons and ruins that time forgot can be found and explored by someone like me. This world is full of wonderful legends. The Blue Star, from which our ancestors supposedly came. Tales of dragons and heroic dragon masters. A magic city that flew in the sky. And the goddess of love and beauty, Althena. All those legends and places have to be true. I believe them more with every step I take in places like this. The world I live in today is the result of things that happened long ago. Someday, I'll gather enough information from ruins like these to prove that, and maybe even get to see the goddess Althena.
Hero! Back to the roof! I think we lost them! Whoa!
Welcome back to the magical world of Lunar. Over 1,000 years have passed since Dragon Master Alex and his companions crushed the evil ambitions of Galleon and rescued Luna. From that time forward, Lunar was at peace. With the passing of time, however, the details of that epic conflict were lost. But ancient writings scattered in the ruins around Lunar bear silent witness to Lunar's mysterious past. A boy named, oddly enough, Hero, is fascinated by these stories. He lives with his grandfather Gwyn, an archaeologist who has shown him the wonder of history. Now, Hero and his longtime friend Ruby often steal away to explore the ruins nearby, even though Gwyn has told them not to go without him. The story that fascinates Hero most is the one that tells of the time when Athena lived in human form. A dragon master named Alex controlled the 4 dragons, and a magic city flew in the sky. To most, these stories seem like fairy tales. But to Hero, they seem just as real as the smell of Grandpa Gwyn's liniment in the morning. Many believe that the inhabitants of Lunar lived on the Blue Star before the goddess brought them to this world. Hero hopes to find a link between his world and the Blue Star by exploring the ancient ruins near his grandpa's house. There are so many questions to be answered, and unfortunately for all, the answer is coming. Hero. Hero is an adventurous youth who is greatly influenced by his grandfather's love of archaeology. Legends of the 4 dragons, dragon masters, ancient battles, and the goddess Athena fascinate him. He hopes that by unlocking the secrets of the past, he will be able to understand the future. Although he's not supposed to explore the ancient ruins near his home without his grandfather Gwyn, Hero and Ruby frequently break this rule. Fortunately, he's pretty handy with a boomerang. Ruby. Ruby has been Hero's constant companion for as long as anyone can remember. She claims to be the offspring of a dragon, but Hero doesn't quite believe her. Like another little dragon, she has a bad habit of speaking her mind at the wrong time. Sooner or later, this little wisecracker is bound to get Hero into a lot of trouble. Lucia. Lucia is quite a mysterious young lady. She is haunted by nightmares about the future of Lunar. She also seems troubled by a terrible secret she cannot share. Despite her strong magic skills, she seems to be a little naive when it comes to dealing with other people. She has trouble containing her emotions and looks to Hero for guidance and protection. She is only concerned with Athena and begs Hero to find the goddess. Will her mission cause the ruination of this world? Gwyn. Gwyn is an aging scholar who dreams about making his mark in the world of archaeology before he dies. He's devoted his entire life to study the Blue Tower and similar ruins, and has become a notable expert. He's taught Hero and Ruby how to explore the ancient ruins near his home, though he's warned them never to go without him. But will Gwyn's quest for fun and adventure turn out to be his last? Lamina. Lamina is the junior premier of the Magic Guild of Vane. Unlike her mother, Maria, she doesn't seem to understand the legacy of the great magicians that inhabited this ancient city, and doesn't seem to possess any of their noble qualities. Instead, she seems to be a very selfish and arrogant girl who's only concerned with money. Yet, at times, she does let people see a softer side. Despite her greedy demeanor, her magic skills are extremely powerful. Can Hero afford to have her in his party? Jean. Jean is a fan dancer at the carnival, and is highly valued for her talents. She is a tomboy with a big sister complex, who tends to be a bit overbearing at times. She tends not to develop strong relationships with people. However, Jean is an extremely talented fighter. Those in the carnival say she was trained to fight as a child. Unfortunately, her past is going to catch up to her, and it may not be a pretty sight. Ronfar. Ronfar is rumored to have been a priest for the goddess Athena. He possesses impressive healing powers. When he was unable to save his true love from an evil spell, he swore he would never use magic again. Now he spends most of his time in bars winning people's money. He also tends to make decisions on a throw of the dice. His dice, like his charm, seems to be magic, because they never let him down. He's a womanizer who's always concerned about the firier sex, and they're usually all too happy to return his affections. Question mark. This ghost from the past will emerge from the shadows to forge a new alliance. In times past, he fought for the protection of the goddess, alongside the legendary heroes of that time. Since he last appeared on Lunar, he has mastered a host of new magics, making him extremely powerful. He seems to be misunderstood by the people of Lunar. Some believe that he is serving the goddess, while others are convinced he's turned to the service of evil. You'll have to decide where his allegiance lies yourself. Athena. Ever since the death of the last Dragon Master, Alex, the goddess Athena has not been seen in the land. She is rumored to have locked herself in the walls of the holy city of Pentagoulia. Despite the world being at peace, Athena is not the same person that many have come to love and respect. In fact, the people are in a state of unrest, and the winds of change are blowing. Many are saying that the bonds of Athena are too oppressive, while others are wondering how Athena became an oppressor in the first place. What's happened to her? Question mark. This mysterious stranger is the leader of the Dragon Kids, also known as the Lostless Boys of Tabin's Peak. Because of his impressive fighting skills and strong leadership, he's earned the respect of his loyal followers. Granted, they're just orphan children who don't know any better. But they need someone to look up to, even if it is this guy. Due to his recent raids on travelers, he's become a wanted outlaw. Fortunately, he's got a master plan. Seek him out. He has many secrets that will no doubt aid you in your quest. White Knight Leo. This part human, part beast is a staunch supporter of the goddess Athena. In fact, he is the leader of Athena's Guard, a group of elite soldiers sworn to protect and uphold the orders of the goddess. Athena has granted Lord Leo the use of the dragon ship Destiny. The Destiny allows him to roam freely around the world of Lunar to keep the inhabitants safe. His skill as a swordsman is unmatched by any human. He is searching for a destroyer that has come to Lunar. Can Hero help him find it? Blue Master Lun. Lun is the current governor of Maribia. He looks after many of the towns in the area, keeping them out of harm's way. He has also established the town of Horam, to further instruct people in the martial arts. The people that know Lun think he is the greatest of the four heroes, but he views himself as a humble servant to the goddess, at least in public. Some have come to question Lun's true motives. If only they knew his secret. Black Wizard Borgin. Despite his rather ghastly appearance, Borgin claims to have a heart of gold. His magic is without equal among any person in the known world. Since he draws upon the power of the Black Dragon for his strength and magical abilities, he has an endless supply of power. His primary goal is to bring the magical Guild of Bane back to its original glory, but in a glorious, all-new city he has designed. He spends most of his time in service to the goddess Athena, but he still finds time to help people develop their magic skills. Will Burton have a task for Hero at the guild? Red Priest Mari. Mari, like her brother Leo, is whole-souled in her devotion to the goddess Athena. But drawing upon the power of the Red Dragon, Mari is able to carry out her priestly duties for the goddess. The people find Mari to be very quiet, yet friendly to be around. Before becoming one of the 4 heroes, Mari was in love with Ronfar. They were to be married, until fate stepped in and decided otherwise. Mari chose up to give her former way of life in order to serve the goddess. Will fate step in again and decide a new future for her? Lunar Eternal Blue has taken almost 3 years to complete. It features almost twice the text and over 4 times the amount of animation of the original game. Games of this quality do not come cheap. Lunar 2's production cost exceeded $2,500,000. In Japan, the game cost players equivalent to that of over $100. And they paid it eagerly. Since we were against that kind of bloated price tag, regardless of how mind-shatteringly wonderful we thought the game was, we decided early on to keep the MSRP at $62.99. But we weren't going to cut any corners in the production of our packaging of the American product. For Lunar Eternal Blue, only minor things were changed from the original Japanese version, simply because the Japanese version was so incredible. First, the save feature was modified to add cost to each save. We've wanted to do something like this for a long time, and the experience system in this game finally gave us the opportunity. We felt that this would make the game more challenging by making you, the player, decide if the necessity of a save was worth giving up valuable magic experience points. Second, we made it so that the combat system remembers which magic was selected by a character. This seemingly small change makes combat much faster and therefore less tedious. Third, we added a second song to the CD in standard 44.1 kHz CD audio form. In this original Japanese version, you could only hear the second song in the game, since it was part of the animation sequence that was compressed. There was just enough space on the CD to fit the second song on in full CD audio. So we put it on so that users could listen to it whenever they wanted. Fourth, special music was added to the sequence within the Star Dragon Tower that provided a better fit to the mood of the game at that point. Finally, as has become customary in our games, at the end of the game, a number of outtakes from the recording process are played. Since the product was so large, there were actually quite a few chosen this time around. We hope you enjoy them. Let us know if you want even more of this kind of extra in our future games. One thing longtime fans will notice in this manual is that our listing and description of magics and weapons are very austere. We get a few letters complaining that we're focusing people to buy hint books because we don't detail everything you can use in the game. This seemed a good time to explain our position. The whole point of role-playing game is to role-play. Your character doesn't necessarily know the exact effect of the spells or weapons they gain until they try them out. Likewise, we feel that the trial and error adds to the game. There's a sense of discovery when you finally figure out what obscure spells do. And, if it's a cool and useful wonder as well, finally figure out what obscure spells do. And listing absolutely everything in the manual will take that away. We look at the manual as a starting point. It gives you all the basics, and you're free to roam from there. But if you absolutely can't live without knowing everything, there is a hint book available. This is our last game for the Sega CD. The last game for the Sega CD. The time has come to move on to the next generation platforms. Look for our first Saturn project soon, as well as a number of announcements regarding our expanding product line. So, enjoy Eternal Blue and keep those letters coming. We'll see you on the Sega Saturn. The blue spire seems to be acting up. Bursts of light are emanating all around it. This is the first time Hero's Grandpa Gwyn has ever seen anything like it. And that has been a very long time. It is foretold that a destroyer is coming to Lunar. As Hero begins his quest, he realizes that the most evil and most powerful immortal essence is regaining power, using the mighty power of Althena. He is determined to cause the ruination of Lunar and create a new world where there is nothing but evil. Some of the people of Lunar believe that the one who says she is Althena is an imposter, and that the true Althena is trapped inside the fifth tower of Pentagoulia. However, if the world is saved from the wrath of Zophar, you may soon find that you must defeat something much more powerful than each of the four dragons combined. Even more powerful than Zophar himself, to make everything truly right. Thank you for watching Game Reviews for the Sega CD. This is an ending to Game Reviews for the Sega CD, because no more games are being made for the Sega Saturn system. This is an ending for the Sega CD because no games are being made for the Sega CD system. But we'll see you next time in the sequel, Game Reviews for the Sega Saturn. Goodbye until next time.